Hi, my name is Megan Riley, and I am a psychic and a relationship and sex coach. And my story has a lot to do with yoni eggs. And so part of what I wanted to talk about is really the power of the egg. And it is so misunderstood. And the power of being able to co-create with a crystal that is inside you is pretty powerful. So my egg story started, it was like probably 17 years ago. And I was doing some Tantra courses at the time. And there was a woman who would not shut up about the egg. She just wouldn't shut. She just kept talking. So I bought one just to shut her up and have her leave me alone. And then I had no intention of using it. And I put it in my toy box and forgot about it. Now, so here's where the time. Yes, I was taking Tantra courses, and at the same time, I really was not free. I just wasn't. There was an exercise that we did at one point. We were in Costa Rica, and it was a drum circle, and the women got up to dance. And we had our hands on the woman in front of us, either their shoulders or their hips. And the woman behind me had her hands on my hips. And she said, just move, just flow. And I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I was so in my head, and I was just frozen. And at the time, the only thing that got me really out dancing, it was pretty rare that I got dancing, like out for fun, was with a fair amount of alcohol in my system. That was the only thing that would shut my brain off enough for me to be able to get out there. And really it was like watching women who had that freedom and could flow with the music and could just feel music and let it flow through them. I watched them with envy and competition, really wanting that experience. So put the egg away. 15 years go by, and I was going through my toy box one day, and I took out the egg. I thought, that's interesting. And at that point, I was, willing to try anything because I was unhappy, and towards really the end of active addiction with alcohol. And at that point, I couldn't even remember to wash my face at night, much less have an egg practice every day. And so it was intermittent at best. It was the days when I was too hungover to drink, I would have an egg practice. And I really did have a practice, set the mat out and get my egg and do yoni yoga for 10 minutes. And things started to change. So the benefits of the egg physically, it increases the good estrogen, you sleep better orgasms, strengthen the vaginal wall, all of those things. Yes, all of those things happen. But for me, it was about intention and what it was that I wanted and how this crystal was going to work with me on it. So I wanted freedom. That was a big word for me, was freedom. I wanted to dance. I wanted more from a business. I was exhausted. I wasn't making very much money. I was working all the time. And, for a lot of coaches and healers and psychics and things, that's what we do, right? We work really, really hard, and then we suffer. And slowly, things started to change. I found a belly dance class where I didn't feel judged. I felt really comfortable. It was great. I started to learn how to tap into the music and how to allow the music to flow through me. I started finding different teachers, different business teachers, different spiritual teachers. And it was just like one thing led to another, which led to another, which led to another. It was the thing that led to the thing. And this was the egg. All of a sudden, then, my business exploded. I got sober. I started losing weight. I found a great nutritionist. I found a meal plan that really worked. I found an exercise program that really worked. Things were just clicking. And at that time, so when I got sober was the time when I started using an egg consistently. And consistently meaning 10 minutes a day. And then when possible, sleeping with the egg, just sleep with it and take it out when you wake up in the morning. Changed my life. Like really changed my life. Everything started to shift. My intuition was on. And it was finding the right teacher and the right coach and finding the right people to hang around. And my relationships with women started to change. Everything started to change. And it was really co-creating with an egg. So here's what I do, is I work with women, some men, but mostly women, in taking relationships. So taking a relationship that is fine. Sometimes even it's not even fine. Sometimes there's so much fighting and resentment and frustration that has built up that the woman is bankrupt, pretty much, where she has put herself last for so many years. And there's so much frustration and resentment and irritation. And while on Facebook or Instagram, everything looks great or good, she is not good. She's tired, she's overwhelmed, she's resentful, she's frustrated, she doesn't know how to ask for what she needs. She doesn't know really the difference between masculine and feminine. She doesn't know how to embrace the feminine part of her, and she certainly does not fill her own cup. Self-care is a joke. Self-care is a luxury that she does not have. So these women come and find me, and it's usually by word of mouth. Usually women or friends of someone that I have worked with see the change, and they want that, whatever that is. And also having been through such a massive transformation, like physical transformation, I lost over 100 pounds. I got sober. My business exploded. So all those kinds of things really go back to, women, 30s and 40s, right? We learn to put ourselves last. We learn to suffer. We learn to struggle. We learned to put everybody else's needs and desires before ours. We probably learned how to anticipate what other people want and need and provide that before they even ask for it. And these are the women who they're high performing. They have high level coping skills. That, it doesn't look like things are bad to them. And they wonder, is this it? They wonder, is there more? They wonder, does it ever get better? They wonder when it's their turn. Those are the women that come to find me. And we sit down and we work for 6 months. And it's really finding the feminine energy and being able to distinguish what is feminine and what is not. And how to work with that, how to fill one's own cup. When we say ask for what you need, a lot of women don't even know what they need. So they don't know how to ask for it. They complain. We were not taught these things in school. And this is a mistake. I think it's criminal that women don't know more about their bodies. I think it's criminal that women don't know where their G-spot is or what to do with it. And that it's also criminal that men don't know. Like that there are men that don't know what a G-spot is. So we get to work on that. And what's going on in the relationship? What's going on in relationship with them? What's going on in relationship with other women? What's going on with trauma? What's going on with what happened when they were growing up? And be able to heal all of those things. Because women who, men as well, but women who are well, are taken care of by themselves, who have extraordinary boundaries, who have an exquisite taste in self-care, and who have the awareness that self-care is not a luxury and that it is not optional. Women like that are better mothers, better lovers, better employers. We're just better. And the Dalai Lama said the Western world would be saved, the world would be saved by the Western woman. I really believe that. I believe that we have more of a sense of well-being, whether it's orgasmic or just a sense of safety in our lives, that we're surrounded by women who empower us. We're surrounded by women who hold us up, who also call us on our shit. That the world is a better place because of that. And the changes that I see in myself and the women that I get to work with are so extraordinary, so extraordinary. It's not like losing a few pounds and then feeling better. This is like transformation from the inside out, where wrinkles go away, where yes, a lot of women do lose weight, but it's a sense in how they carry themselves. It's a sense in how much money they make. It's a sense in it's a transformation from the inside out that is so beautiful and powerful to watch. It's really, really, really entrancing. So if that is interesting, or you'd like to know more, you can find me. Social is Megan M. Riley. You can find me Facebook, Instagram. Website is meganmriley.com. My podcast is Ignite the Fire. But really what I would love for you to get out of this, and what I would love for you to get out of this conversation is, first of all, eggs change the world. And they start a really powerful transformation, but it all is from intuition. And the thing that leads to the thing, that leads to the thing, that leads to the thing, is something that we can all benefit from. And then that intuition, and that, that knowing that you know, like that is inside of us. And the more that we support each other, the more that we hold each other up, the more that we heal our own shit and stand there and stand in and for women healing their shit, that is a better world. And that is why I do what I do. And that's why I am here. And just because I love Bliss Yoni Eggs, love them, highly recommend them. That, I've gotten eggs from a lot of different places and from a lot of different suppliers, and how they come and the level of care and the level of love that they come from Bliss, and that they're cleared and charged. And it's just such a beautiful thing. I support Bliss Yoni Eggs in every way. So big love. And my name is Megan M. Riley.